Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Ganun po.
Okay, so today we will continue our discussion on one-dimensional heat transfer, one-dimensional steady-state conduction. So in this module, we will treat solutions for which heat is transferred by diffusion under one-dimensional steady-state conditions. So the term one-dimensional, as we have discussed last week, so it refers to the fact that temperature gradient exists along only a single coordinate direction. So, and heat transfer occurs exclusively in that direction. So, this system is characterized by steady state conditions. So, if the temperature of each point is independent of time. So, despite their inherent simplicity, so one-dimensional steady-state models may be used to accurately represent numerous engineering systems. Okay, so as you can see on our screen, we have here the molten metal. So molten metal, the term, as you can see, this is very hot. So it will transfer its heat on the concrete. So we have concrete here. And then for now, we will only consider one-dimensional conduction. So we will begin our consideration of one-dimensional steady-state conduction, so by discussing heat transfer with no internal generation. So if you can recall last week, we have derived the equation for heat conduction or heat diffusion. So wherein we perform energy balance to obtain the formula for heat diffusion equation. Okay, so our objective for today is to determine the expressions for the temperature distribution and heat transfer rate in common planar, cylindrical, and spherical geometries. So we will study three geometries: planar, cylindrical, and spherical. Also, we will be introduced to the concept of thermal resistance to apply heat transfer and thermal resistance concept in problem solving. Okay, so for such geometries, an additional objective is to introduce the concept of thermal resistance to show how thermal circuits may be used to model the heat flow, much as electrical circuits are used for current flow. So today you will be taught on how to prepare a thermal circuit. So first we are study the heat conduction through the plane wall. So yeah, as I have said last week, we will have only one direction. So there's no x, there's no z and y coordinates. Also, we will don't have energy generated and energy stored. So we only have heat conduction through the plane wall. So it is equivalent to zero. Okay. So for one-dimensional conduction in a plane wall, so temperature is a function of the x coordinate only, and heat is transferred exclusively in this direction. So in this figure, as you can see, we have here a hot fluid, a plane wall, and a cold environment. So for steady state conditions with no distributed source or sink of energy within the wall, the appropriate form of the heat equation is formed. So there, this is the
of 200 kilograms
appropriate
diameter
form of
when
heat equation
centrifugal attachment.
if a steady state conditions with no distributed source or sink
For
energy within the
this
wall.
one, let me call
So integrating this twice, we will come up with this temperature distribution equation. T of x equals C1 of x plus C2.
Miss Bulaklak JC in the chat.
Okay, so this is a
Can you
plain
solve
wall.
number one
So
question?
imagine a plain wall with hot fluid on the left side and a fluid moving cold fluid on the right side. So the temperature here is hot. Then the temperature will be transferred, or the heat will be transferred from the left part of the wall going to the right. Okay. So at that point, we will be introduced with the thermal resistance. So for a special case of one-dimensional heat transfer with no internal generation and with constant properties, so a very important concept is suggested by uh, this figure, which is a equivalent thermal circuit. So this is analogous to the electrical resistance. So as you have learned during your uh, course, your lower years, so you studied electrical engineering course subject, so you are also taught on the electrical resistance. So it's the same logic as this thermal resistance. Okay. So here we have the convection at the left side of the wall. So because we have a hot fluid, so it has temperatures T infinity 1 and TS1. So the heat is transferred from this temperature, T infinity 1, going to TS1. So as the heat is being transferred, there is also a thermal resistance occurring. So our formula is 1 over HA for the thermal resistance for conduction. So its origin is the Newton's law of cooling. It originated from Newton's law of cooling. So later I will discuss to you how this equation was derived. Okay, so from this T infinity 1 going to TS1, so we have hot surface of the wall. So the temperature will be transferred from TS1 going to TS2. So that's why we have here TS1 and TS2. So as the heat is being transferred, there also exists a thermal resistance for conduction with formula L over Ka. So yeah, there exists. And then from TS2 going to T infinity 2, so heat is being transferred to cold fluid. So we have here the TS2 going to T infinity 2, and we have a convection rather, thermal resistance 1 over H2A. So you will be required to include this
I think that's
thermal
already solved.
resistance diagram in your problems
So,
solutions. Okay.
right. So here in this problem,
So this is the equation of heat transfer. So we have our heat flux. So we have Qx over A is equivalent to K over L
we were given
multiplied
the
by the delta T.
mass. So, ang mass natin, mass ng lang ay 200. the problem.
So our formula for thermal resistance for conduction is delta T all
Given
over
dimensions,
Qx,
diameter,
or also equivalent to length over
centimeter,
Ka. So why does how did it become
and
equivalent to L over
millimeter.
Ka?
They were just only asked to get the density. The density is equal to mass over volume. So we already have the mass, which is 200. So volume na lang yung hahanapin natin. No? So let's get the volume based on this. Kung gagawa niyo siya ng drawing, parang ganito.
Adonai Ernest Gabriel, are you here?
We have a 20,
Adonai Ernest Gabriel, are you here?
we have a length
Sir, yes po. Sorry po.
around 10.
Okay, so how did it became L over
So bago tayo
Ka?
mag-solve ng volume,
So we have
maglagay
thermal
muna tayo
resistance
ng
per
statement
conduction,
na
and this
ganito.
is the formula. Ts1 minus Ts2 all over Qx equals L over Ka.
Log as a cylinder.
No idea?
Kunin natin ang volume is equal to pi b squared h over,
Ernest? Wala, no, you have no idea.
let's not call it h, but
Sir, kababalik lang po kasi ng
then
internet ko po. Nag-choppy po sa akin kanina.
Okay, so Aguila Dave, Simon.
20 centimeter, convert na natin, times
Okay,
1,
so
1
yeah,
meter
it is based on the Fourier's law,
centimeter.
which is the heat transfer rate is Qx equals Ka delta T over L. So this is the one that I told you last time. So that's why when you rearrange this, so delta T over Qx equals L over Ka. So it came from this Fourier's law
Base
formula.
natin dyan
Okay,
ay around
so this is our formula for thermal resistance per conduction. So where do we use this formula, this thermal resistance per conduction?
point,
So we are using these for calculating the
wait,
uh,
wait, wait.
rate of heat
Meron na rin
transfer.
tayong volume.
So yeah, because we have Qx, you can
So,
calculate
sublang
it by
natin
delta T
200
over L over Ka.
0.314.
So this is for conduction, while for convection, we have the same
We will
uh,
have a value of
formula but different. I mean, we have different same concept but different formula. But
136
in here, so we
joules.
have the thermal resistance is 1 over HA instead of L over Ka.
Yun. Isa
So
lang pa
this is
tayo.
for convection because it is based on Newton's law of
Ganun lang
cooling.
yung pagsusolve, no? Ah, kung sa exam, whenever you get the test paper, at ito kasi medyo madadali pang problem ito, pero kung sa exam na mahirap, try to analyze it in a way na
Okay, so
pwede kayo mag-drawing, pwede kayong maglagay ng given, pwede nyo isulat
so
yung
don't
formula
forget this
na
formula.
related siya.
So Q of x
So,
equals
click
T
here
infinity
for
1 minus T
this one
infinity 2 over
is
R total.
acknowledge natin
So
itong
this is based
volume
on the figure
divided
earlier.
sa
So this figure.
solid
Mm,
mensuration.
yeah. So we have here the
And
overall
that solid mensuration
delta T here
is
is the highest, which is T infinity 1,
ano
and
siya?
minus the lowest, T infinity
Pre-calculus
2.
subject. I think nakuha nyo siya nung kayo ay nasa senior high school.
Okay. So we have here
So, that ends our computation. So, yung mga hindi natawag, so
for
better
H
lang
over
next
for convection we
class
have
kasi
Q equals
marami pa
HA
tayong
Ts
isusolve.
minus T infinity.
Then, the rest of
So
the numbers ay yun yung
thermal resistance per convection is
ibigay ko sa inyo as a
the
for next week.
temperature at surface
By the
minus
way,
temperature at
process na
surroundings all
nakuha
over
ko
Q.
next week.
So
Or
it is
mamaya wala
equivalent
nang
to
kailangan gawin
1
sa
over HA. So this will be your thermal
next
resistance
week,
for
no?
convection.
Ay, yun ay problem set na isusulat natin sa yellow paper. Hindi na natin kailangang ilagay yan sa
So that's why we have here
like writing.
1 over HA.
Then,
Yeah.
i-advise ko kung ano yung
So
mga numbers.
for a plain wall, we have three thermal resistances.
Then, after that, yun na yung maging activity and set work nyo nga. Tapos, ang pasahan niya dapat ay sa next sessions natin, sa next face-to-face. So, medyo matagal pa. However, pag hindi nyo kagad tinapos, magulo na. I require full solution. So, I really appreciate yung mga nagsagot ngayon. So, consistent na full solutions naman. Walang shortcut.
Okay, so yeah, this is for radiation.
Yun
It's
lang,
also same
i-advise
formula
ko na
as
lang sa
convection. So we have
classroom
your
yung mga
Ts
nagsagot.
minus T surroundings, T surface minus
Oo,
T
hindi ko,
surroundings over
hindi ko siya
Q
nire-record
radiation
ipasa next week.
equals to 1 over HR
Pero,
times A. So the
kailangan siya ay
HR is
matapos.
the
Kailangan
radiation
may
heat
pasa niyo
transfer
siya sa
coefficient. So later on, we will discuss in details about this
next
HR.
face-to-face meeting. So, matagal pa yun. However,
Okay?
kailangan nyo talaga
So do you
siyang
have a
gawin para hindi
question
kayo
for the plain
makikita
wall?
ng
So just this formula.
so yun lang. May questions ba for today's okay, Miss Alexandra? Final answer should be rounded up 3 decimal places. Then, i-avoid naman natin na mag-round off habang nandun pa lang sa yung ba nakuha nyo lang yung volume, kailangan yung density. As much as possible, wag natin i-round off. Pero okay lang naman, titingnan ko naman yung sagot. Mayroon lang yung magkakaroon ng konting discrepancy. Yung flow ng solution din yung titingnan ko. So, please avoid na mangopya, no? Intindihin nyo yung mga problems na kung ano man yung ibigay ko kasi malay nyo doon na rin ako kumuha ng exam. No? Or yung difficulty ay ganun din. Or please try to understand it. Yan. So, other than that, may po ba kayong concerns or questions? So, if wala na, dismiss ko na kayo. Thanks everyone for your time.
Okay, so we can go now with composite wall.
Thank you.
So equivalent thermal circuits may also be used for complex systems such as composite walls. So such walls may involve any number of series and parallel thermal resistances due to layers of different materials. So as you can see here on our screen, this is an example of a composite wall. So we have a house or a home made up of different layers of material. So at first there is a concrete and then followed by uh, a brick. So this is for additional insulation to avoid uh, cold or hot temperatures outside. So yeah, that's one of the examples of a composite wall. So it is very common on some countries with extremely high or cold temperatures. So when we say composite wall, it is made up of two or more different materials. So, so it has two or more different layers. So as you can see here, so the equivalent thermal circuits may also be used for complex systems such as composite walls. So such walls may involve any number of series and parallel thermal resistances due to layers of different materials. So consider the series of composite wall in this figure. So we have uh, section A, B, and C. So meaning three thermal resistances for A, B, and C section. So in here, we have your hot fluid, T infinity 1, going to TS1, so the heat is being transferred from the hot fluid going to the surface of the section A wall. And from this section A, so heat is transferred from TS1 going to T2. So we have here a conduction thermal resistance L over Ka. Okay, so I will call on someone. Uh, Alvarez Claudine. Alvarez Claudine, are you here?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so how about the heat transfer from going to T2 to T3? So this is what type of thermal resistance? What type of thermal resistance is involved when heat is being transferred from T2 to T3? So what type of thermal resistance? Based on this figure,
Ayun, si Donito pa na. Sumuko ka na. Meron pa
Ano
ba?
po, sir?
Ako yung 110. Ha?
Sir, yung L over KA pa rin po ba yun?
ano po
L,
yun?
LB over KB pa rin po.
Yung pinsan ko sa Gcash.
LB over KB. Yes, this is conduction thermal resistance. So how about T3 to TS4?
I-ready mo yung Gcash niyo.
Ano po? LC over KC, ano po?
Kasi hirap yung Gcash niyo.
Convection po.
So yeah, and for this one, TS4 going to T infinity for
1 over HRA4 po.
yun ay sa radiation, yung HRA. Ito, H4. So, because we have here a cold fluid, so we have H1 over H4A. Okay, so this will be our thermal resistance circuit. Okay, so in calculating for the thermal resistance circuit, for the heat transfer using the overall temperature difference, so when we say overall temperature difference, it is the highest and lowest temperature difference. So the highest here is T infinity 1 and the lowest is T infinity 4. Okay.
Hindi, Aileen lang. Aileen, Armando Amorado. Dito sa kanyang Facebook. Grabe naman po si Mama. Natuturo nito eh. Kasi pala ako yung nagtitin na. Ang SIM card, hindi po rin na-activate. Kaya rin kasi naging nakapagawa ng phone na rin pa-activate. Kasi sa akin.
Okay, so yeah, this is our temperature distribution. Yeah, as you can see, this is our graph, temperature graph. So when we are calculating for the thermal resistance or for the heat transfer using thermal resistance, so we have to um, consider the overall temperature difference all over the total thermal resistances. So this is the overall temperature difference and this is the total thermal resistance. So you just have to add it. Yeah, you just have to add this thermal resistances. Okay. Okay. So alternatively, say heat transfer can be related to the temperature difference and resistance associated with each element. So also we can calculate the rate of heat transfer per element. So for example, in convection, we just consider the temperature at convection, which is T infinity 1 minus Ts1 all over the convection heat transfer. So it is equivalent to the heat transfer at conduction Ts1 minus T2 all over L over Ka. So equivalent also to conduction, the second layer, third layer, and so on. Okay. So heat transfer can also be calculated using overall heat transfer coefficient U. So in the formula Q equals UA delta T, we have U here, which is the overall heat transfer coefficient. A is the area and delta T is the change in temperature. So to get the value of U, you have to use the value of R total. So U, our formula is U over equals 1 over R total. Is equivalent to 1 over yung total resistance. 1 over H1, L over Ka. This is for the figure that I have shown to you. So it depends on the figure. So we have 1 over H1 plus L over Ka plus L over Kb plus Lc over L over Kc plus 1 over H4.
I-shoot ako sa phone. Actually, kaya nga, nung inayo ako, oo nga.
Okay, so going back, we have this formula U equals 1 over R total times A. So we have here 1 over the total thermal resistances. So R total, conversely, is equivalent to summation of R total is equivalent to delta T over Q equals 1 over UA. So yeah, 1 over UA. So just a rearranging this equation. So we will come up with R total. So
Pero kung kami 6,000 sa dati na basta reimburse mo. Kaya, pinalo nung yung system. Pero by policy,
okay, I have a question here. So for the first one, which thermal resistance in the figure is the highest? Let me start with Edsel Angeles. Are you here?
Yes po, sir.
So which thermal resistance do you think in the figure is the highest?
Yung section B po.
Why?
Because based on the diagram po, it has the highest temperature difference po which might indicate na may resistance po na nangyari dun sa section.
Okay, so yeah, that's correct. So it's the section B which has the highest thermal resistance. So when we say thermal resistance, it resists the transfer of heat. So it is evident that the heat is being resisted in this diagram. So as you can see, from T2 going to T3, there is a uh, sudden drop in temperature because of the heat resistance. So or thermal resistance. Probably this material is made up of wood, so that's why the heat is not being conducted efficiently. Unlike these two sections A and section C, so there is a very small difference in thermal resist in temperature in terms of temperature. So meaning it has a low thermal resistance because the heat is being transferred effectively. Probably this is a metal. Same case with section C, where heat is being transferred from temperature T3 going to T4. So yeah, this is also a probably a metal because as you can see, the heat is being transferred. So minimum heat loss. So that's what I mean. So minimum heat loss from T3 going to T4. Unlike this T2 going to T3, so there's a think great heat loss, which means there is a thermal resistance, a highest thermal resistance. But if you consider the fluid, so I think this this has the highest thermal resistance when we consider the fluid part. So because you as you compare from TS4 going to T infinity 4 compared to section B, so it has a higher, I think, higher thermal resistance. Yeah, because of the molecules in the fluid, as we all know, it is more scattered, so the energy is less transferred compared to solid objects where molecules are in compact. Okay. Okay, so next we have, yeah, this is the equivalent thermal resistance, or this is the equivalent thermal circuit for a series composite wall. So yeah, this is the same as we have said earlier. So the heat transfer here is same as heat transfer here, here. So it's constant heat transfer. Okay. I have another question. So Atienza Abnel Blair, are you here? Atienza, Atienza?
Hello po, sir.
So yeah, my question is which solid layer in the figure has the lowest thermal conductivity?
Wait lang po, sir. I think yung ano po, sir, part B pa rin po.
Why?
Since it is a highest resistant po, that it would mean least conductive din siya. Since small lang yung heat transfer na nangyari din sa section po. Yun
Okay,
lang
so
po.
yeah, that's correct. So it is the section B which has the lowest thermal conductivity because as we know, the heat is not conducted effectively. So there is a large temperature drop So meaning it is probably made up of a wood which is a good insulator. So unlike these two other sections. So when you go to the industry, you will find a pressure vessel. So a pressure vessel is a vessel that has probably a process fluid inside. So sometimes the temperature inside is too large. So for safety, we provide insulations. So this is an example of a composite wall wherein uh, there are more than one layer. So we have here the layer for the vessel, which is made up of metal. Then we have insulation, which is made up probably from a mineral wool. So you have here. The next, you have the wire or the steel part protecting the insulation. Yeah, and we have here the cover, which is also made up of metal. So all in all, we have, I think it's 4 layer. So that's an example of the application of a composite layer. Since the temperature of the vessel is too high, it is not safe if it will not be covered by an insulation. So it's a requirement of the company or of the industry of the standard to provide insulation on the heated surface. Yeah, this one is an example. So from here, from the bare vessel, we have here an insulated vessel. Okay, and then after providing this insulation, we have here cover. So you have to cover the insulation so to prevent from being wet by rains or other fluids. So yeah, it has to be protected. So this is an example of a composite wall. So insulated pressure vessel. Okay, so this is the composite wall, for example. We have here different sets of layers of a material. So we have layer E, sorry, F, G, H. So the thermal resistance goes like this. So we have here series thermal resistance. This is for Ke. So we have thermal resistance for conduction. And then parallel, we have thermal resistance for conduction. And we have to divide the area into two because it is divided into two. So divide also the area. And we have here, yeah, the last one is H. So we have here thermal resistance for conduction. So in case that there is a fluid here, to the two sides, to the other side, to both sides. So you have to consider the thermal resistance for uh, fluid or for convection. So in case this is series parallel series. So this is also a series and then parallel. So it happens when this is divided into two. These sections. Yeah, this one. So it's parallel and series at the same time. Okay. So when is it applicable? When it is applicable? So composite wall. So the thermal resistance concept is not applicable when there is a generation term in the circuit. So for example, there's a generation energy generated. So meaning the heat transfer will not be steady state. So because the heat flow will not be constant with respect to x. So you can no longer equate the heat flow or heat flux, although it could be applied to other parts of the circuit. So the system is not steady state because heat flow will not be constant with respect to x. So some heat will be accumulated by the solid along the way. Okay, so that's our composite wall. Next, we go to the cylinder. So we already done with the plain wall, then the composite wall, then we will go to the cylinder. Barola, Alvin, Anthony, are you here? Barola.
Lobo, sir. Yes po.
Okay, so with regard to this figure, so why do you think the aqua flask or the tumbler that is available in the market has the capacity to store liquid at a certain temperature without, let's say, you put hot water inside. So what does it uh, what makes this aqua flask uh, prone from not being co- how do you say this? Uh, if you put hot water in this aqua flask, so the tendency of water in the ordinary container is it transfers heat easily, so the water gets cold easily. So what's the difference with this? Uh, what do you think is the difference between this tumbler from ordinary tumbler or ordinary container?
Hello po, sir. Mostly po ang mga ginagamit po diyan ay ano po, may mga vacuum layer po na nagse-serve as insulators po na kaya pong mag-hold ng certain temperatures po.
Okay, so you have mentioned the vacuum layer. So what's the difference between the vacuum layer and what makes it uh, a good insulator?
Hello po. Ano po, parang wala pong molecules po dun sa vacuum po, kung di po ako nagkakamali. Tapos,
Yeah, there's molecule, but only few,
ayun,
because
ganun.
as we all know, gas. Yeah, gas has a fewer molecules compared to the solid, so the heat transfer there is very slow. So that's why uh, it has an advantage when it comes to maintaining the temperature inside. So the heat will not be transferred directly because of the vacuum part. So next, in the cylindrical coordinates, so we have also derived the heat diffusion equation. So this is the resulting equation when we are in the steady state. So no other directions such as phi and z. So we actually have only r direction or radial direction. We don't have phi direction and z direction. So we also don't have a heat generation and stored energy as well. So this will be all equal to zero. So what will remain is this. So we have d over dr multiplied by k, the quantity k multiplied by dt over dr. So where k is for the moment, k is treated as a variable. So the physical significance of this result becomes evident if we consider the appropriate forms of Fourier's law. So the rate at which energy is conducted across any cylindrical surface in the solid may be expressed as this equation. So yeah, this is just the same as the Fourier's law equation for conduction. So the only difference is that it uses the different formula for the area. So for cylindrical coordinates, we are using the 2 pi RL as the area. So yeah, that's the only difference. It's just the same as the plane wall. Okay. So yeah. So our area is 2 pi RL. This is the area normal to the direction of the heat transfer. So as you can see here on our screen, we have another cylinder, hollow cylinder with convective surface conditions. So for example, there is a hot fluid, let's say a steam, moving inside the pipe with a specified thickness.
Yung tagal dumating ng
So
aking...
the heat will
Ay, dahil
transfer
nakakang tablet ayaw.
from the steam.
Oo, meron na. Ay, wala pa nga. Oo, 99.
The heat will transfer
Kinala ko na.
from the
Bibilhan niya pa yun ng ano? Meron na. Yung pen. Magkano yung pen? Aba, kung bibili mo yung pang Xiaomi talaga yan, nasa 3.7 din. Pero binili niya. Bilhin ko na. Kasi pang ano yun. Pang sensitive sa ano. Yung palm rejection.
Okay,
Para
so
naman ganda-ganda mo gano'n. Pakahirap naman. Ako mahirap na hirap dyan eh. Mahirap pa ka ganyan sa ganyan. Parang ang sakit. Hindi, tsaka ang bigat na sa ayun, tablet.
so the heat transfer
Pero,
from the steam going to the thickness of the pipe, and from the pipe going to the cold fluid. So yeah, uh,
solid walks.
uh,
Tabaw eh. Ngayon kasi
Batas John Jeremy, are you here? Batas
Yes
John
po, sir.
Jeremy. Okay, so how many thermal resistances are there in the figure? Can you enumerate?
Depende. Hindi, ano kasi eh, yung mga dinidesign kasi namin, uh, design to make, kumbaga pasadya. Tapos may mga design standards ka na kasi. So, hindi
Sir,
mo
excuse me po.
Mhm,
Paano po?
okay. You will just identify the thermal resistances. For example, we have a steam here, so there is a temperature of the steam, which is T infinity. So this is the temperature of the steam, and then the heat will transfer from the steam going to the surface in the inside diameter. So inside surface of the pipe. So we have TS1. This is the TS1. So the formula that I told you earlier is the thermal resistance for convection. So which is we have here the thermal resistance for convection is 1 over HA. So area is 2 pi RL. So this is what I am asking. So the formula for the number of thermal resistances. So first we have convection. Second we have conduction. Conduction is from TS1 transferring heat going to the outside of the pipe, which is
Pero
TS2.
ano ko eh, kausap ko yung nag-hire sa
Yeah, this one TS2.
nakadikit ko kasi same level kami.
So you have TS1, TS2. So here,
Tapos yung manager nung
what do you call to this type of thermal resistance
So, pero hindi kasi kami
from TS1 going to TS2?
may mga issue kasi. Sabi ko lang lagi, sige, subukan ninyo. Kung 6 months at hindi umuwi sa iyo, hindi mo tuloy. Kaya kami, dami yung si Green, yung ano ko,
Ah,
sana yung ma-short.
ano po ata? Conduction resistance po ata.
Yeah, it's conduction resistance, and we have the formula for that. So we have ln of R2 over R1 over 2 pi KL. So please remember this formula for conduction thermal resistance. So we have R2. What is R2? R2 is here, the outside diameter. R1 is the inside diameter. So yeah, R2 minus R1. So it's the thickness over 2 pi KL over KA. So
Dulo ko nga kanina habang ako yun.
which is
Next week ako yung nakatablet.
yeah, this is our formula. Okay. So for conduction, heat transfer for cylindrical geometry. And next followed by heat will also transfer from this pipe going to cold fluid moving outside.
Pero may dadating na kasi na Xiaomi 7. Pag 7.
So we have here convection again, 1 over HA, and where A is 2 pi RL.
Tapos yung 7, kamatch yung 6 ko.
Okay, so yeah, that's the three thermal resistances available.
Maantay mo yun. Ganda. Pre na, nasa tech ako. May ano ko dyan, yung mga Qualcomm na ilalabas yan. Pero ito, kaya ko lang ito binili pang puro. Tsaka ito same time. Wala po tapos.
Okay, yeah. So do you have any question with this thermal resistance?
So, sa amin na naman kukuha ng mas sablay nga yun sa kanila.
Okay, so this is the formula that I am referring to. So this is the formula for conduction thermal resistance for cylindrical coordinates. So we have here ln of R2 over R1 over 2 pi LK. So
Parang call center lang. Pero binigyan ako ng set. Yes! 835 nga lang, hindi nga high-end. Pero okay na lang. Matibay. Bigyan ako, sabi ko po, bakit tayo mo supervisor? Binibigyan niyo ako hindi.
okay. So yeah,
Ano na to, kahit mahina ang business nila.
the cylinder. So overall heat transfer coefficient. So this one is also it's only composed of one layer. So what about three layers? So like this one, so layer A, B, and C. So in some cases, there are some pipes that are, or pipes, yeah, specified as pipe. Let's specify it as pipe. So there are some pipes that is composed of three materials. Oh, the one that I showed you earlier. So I think it's a good example. Yeah, this one. So it composed of three layers. So what about these three layers? What will be the uh, thermal resistances? So we have here, for example, we have a fluid inside the pipe or the vessel. So we have three layers of materials and also a fluid uh, flowing on the outside of the vessel. So how many are the thermal resistances here? So I would like to call on Bederico Aliana. Are you here, Bederico Aliana?
Yes po.
How many thermal resistances are there in the figure?
Wait lang po. Um, Apat po.
No, it's not four.
Five.
Uh,
Five po.
So why did you say it's 5? What are those?
Um, wait po, hindi ko masyado makita. T infinity, T infinity 1, T2, T3. Ano po to? Wait lang po, hindi ko po masyado makita. T infinity 4 po at
Ah,
saka
with dependent variable of y and independent variable of x. Beside that term is the p of x1,
okay, so
wherein
yeah, it
polynomial
is composed of five. So we have here, you should have mentioned conduction, thermal resistance for conduction, for convection, and then followed by three thermal resistances for conduction and one resistance for convection. So it's five thermal resistances. So for the first one, we have here a steam with a high temperature, so the heat will transfer from T infinity 1 going to TS1. Okay, so that's why our formula is ln of R2 over R1 over 2 pi KL.
this will be interchanged. So we have here the p of x, which is raised to 1, and then we have the q of okay. We are not going to
So yeah, for the convection, let's go first for convection. So we have 1 over HA.
which and 4 is very useful on
And for conduction, it from TS1 going to T2. So 1 over ln of R2, the R2 is the inside radius, outside radius rather, and R1 is inside radius
going to
over
solve
2 pi KL.
for this what we call
For this one, for third one, for the third layer, so we have section B, which transfers heat from T2 to T3. So we have ln of R3 over R2. R3 because the outside radius is 3, R3. R2 is the inside radius.
how are we going to solve for
Okay.
this integrating factor?
So next
We can
is
focus with the independent variable
section C. So the
as
thermal resistance here is ln of R4 over R3 over 2 pi KL.
R4 is your
R4
integrating
because this is the
voltage,
radius outside
Q is the
and
integrating
R3 is the inside
resistance.
radius. And finally, we have
So
convection heat transfer. So we have convection thermal resistance. So 1 over HA. This is the temperature distribution for a
but if
composite
your independent
cylindrical
variable
wall.
focuses on the variable y, so your integrating factor is the P raised to the integral P1
Okay, so in solving
over
for the total
P2
thermal resistance for this, so you have to identify the overall temperature difference. So the overall temperature difference is the difference between the highest and the lowest temperature. So in this case, the highest temperature is T infinity 1 and the lowest temperature is T infinity 4. Okay,
after nothing
so
more
yeah, in calculating
is the
for
overall
this
integrating factor.
heat transfer, so we have to identify the overall temperature difference over the total thermal resistances. So delta T over R total. So our total is summation of all the thermal resistances.
X as the independent variable. Your general
Okay,
solution is here 1.
so the foregoing equation may also be expressed as in terms of an overall heat transfer coefficient, which is U.
But on
So
dependent
U is
variable,
overall heat transfer coefficient. So
this is the
if U is
typical
defined in terms of the inside area, A equals 2 pi RL, so this equation will be derived. So instead
for
of this equation,
your
QR
IDV
equals, uh,
IDV,
instead of this equation, QR equals
you have
T infinity 1 minus T
X as the
infinity 4
IDV.
over R total. We can use UA delta T,
Q of Y
where U is
is the
the
integrating factor.
sum of the
Then
is 1 over r total. U is 1 over r total is, yeah, 1 over HA. And yeah, L over KA, or R1 over KA rather, for R1 ln of R2 over R1 over KA for cylindrical coordinates. So you can use this in terms of delta T over R total, or you can also use UA delta T. If you don't, you can simplify it. So you can use this formula both. Okay, so do you have any question?
Sa akin, galingan ako nung kumukuha ng pagkagalit. Napasok na ako pero siguro tutuloy muna natin para lang ako nag-out natin yung pagkain. Third one is solve muna tayo ng example natin for linear. Okay? Example natin.
Okay.
Y over dx plus y over x plus 2x. Kung mapapansin natin, linear dA.
So we have some examples here for the cylindrical. So we will discuss it next week, tomorrow rather. So we'll go to the spherical coordinates. So yeah, the spherical coordinates. So do you have any question with plane, cylindrical, and composite wall? Did you understand our lesson for today? It's more on thermal resistances. So if you don't have any question, we'll proceed with the sphere. So yeah, same as the cylindrical and plane, plane system, plane geometry. So we have a spherical geometry where the formula is the same. So it's the Fourier's law, which is Ka, negative Ka dt over dr. So the only difference is that the area is spherical. So we have 4 pi r squared as the area for spherical. So Ka times 4 pi r squared dt over dr. So K is thermal conductivity. dt is change in temperature with respect to radius. So acknowledging that Q is a constant independent of R, so equation 3.38 may be expressed in the integral form of QR over 4 pi multiplied by the integral of dr over r squared with the limits. Ang limits niya is TS2 over TS2 to TS1. So multiplied by K of K, the quantity T times dt. So yeah, this is our So integrating this, assuming k is constant, we can obtain this equation of heat transfer at a spherical coordinates. So we have 4 pi k multiplied by Ts1 minus Ts2 all over 1 over R1 minus 1 over R2.
Sino nakapag-withdraw na dyan sa ATM dyan sa ano? Nagana na ba yun?
So yeah, in remembering that thermal resistance
Sira
is
yung
defined
touch?
as the temperature difference divided by the heat rate, we obtain this
Ano naman yung sa
thermal resistance for spherical. So for conduction, we have 1 over 4 pi k multiplied by 1 over R1 minus 1 over R2. So don't forget this formula, okay? Yeah. So we have here an example. So we have many examples here for the spherical. Okay, so I prepare here a summary of the one-dimensional conduction through the plane wall, cylindrical wall, and spherical wall. So yeah, you can refer to this. So I already provided the formula here. So for example, we have heat equation on the plane wall. So we have for plane wall, this is the the temperature distribution, the heat flux, the heat rate, and thermal resistance L over Ka. So for cylindrical wall, this is our heat equation. This is our temperature distribution, our heat flux, our heat rate, and thermal resistance. Spherical wall, so we have here this equation, the temperature distribution, and heat flux, heat rate, and thermal resistance. So yeah, that's it. That's the summary of our discussion. So any question? Okay. So our next topic is contact resistance. So we'll continue this tomorrow, the contact resistance topic. So when will be our face-to-face class? Our schedule. Yeah.
Bukas po ang STS natin.
Okay. So I will distribute the please don't be absent tomorrow because I will distribute the module and the table, summary table. Table and figures compilation. Okay. So we still have time. So we will continue our discussion with some examples.
natin, positive 2y over negative 2x dx, ito ay magiging negative 2y x. Tama? We have here negative x dy divided by negative x dx, so that is positive dy over dx.
Yeah, this table. So this is the table for thermal conductivities of some metallic solids, liquids, and gas. So this is also part of your compilation table. So you will use this during exams, the table that I will provide you tomorrow.
Para masunod yung form ng dy over dx
Okay. So yeah,
plus
we can continue our discussion. If you have no question, we can continue our discussion tomorrow. So we will solve some problems.
negative over x no? Equals to
Okay, thank you. So see you again next meeting.